Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In this place that I'm in, don't think can be stake here, can't even come here. Everyone knows that you hitting the floor. Just the first round, roar from the crowd. Face to the mat, cause my chorus is loud. Got you against the ropes, raising my fist up to show the world. Got you against the ropes, forcing you into a full quarter choke. Got you against the ropes, you see him up in the cold. Got you against the ropes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. I am your host, the King Striker. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Today is Black Friday, but most importantly, tomorrow is Survivor Series. Very excited for Survivor Series. Leave your comments. How excited are you for Survivor Series? I am supposed to be having my partner, Main Event Jay. He was here. He disappeared. I don't know if he's on the toilet or what's going on. He may have had too many deviled eggs, but if he comes back in, we will add him to the stream. So anyway, like I said, tomorrow Survivor Series War Games in Vancouver, BC. Very, very excited. Guys, anybody that's watching, please hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please hit that like button also. That means a lot. That helps us out. Anyway, I want to get this done and over with because I know there is another podcast. Bubba Brewer's doing another podcast starting at 8 o'clock. Excuse me. So I want to get done before that. So, but yeah, drop any comments, any questions. I'll try to get through them as quick as possible. But let's get down to it. Let's get started. Like I said, if Jay comes on, we'll get him into the stream. So first up, we got the Women's War Games match. It's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley going up against Liv Morgan, Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Now the Candice LeRae, I don't know. To me, does not fit into this match. I don't know why they would even put her in this match. But I'm sure there's a reason why. So, but guys, give me your thoughts on who the winner is going to be on this match, the Women's War Games match. And while you're typing that in, oh, there he is. There he is. What's up?
Nothing.
Did you go through another pair of headphones?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I can hear you. We can see you. So that's good for now.
Folks, I apologize. This is not very good broadcasting, but this is what I'm dealing with. So, and my my IT department is not available. So this is what we're gonna have to do.
Well, I started without you. We got it. We got it.
I apologize very much. I'm sorry.
You're good. So, but anyway, Jay, I just started talking about the women's War Games match. Uh, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bailey going up against Liv Morgan, Raquel, Refrigerator Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. So, give me your thoughts on who's going to win this War Games match.
Uh, whatever team Nia's on, I'm gonna find a way to make it because uh, the bloodline runs deep in that company for those who deserve it and for those who don't deserve it.
Right. Aaron says Team Ripley. Justin says I'm hyping the women's heel team win, or I think he meant to say I'm hoping the women's heel team wins. And Eric Cassidy says I can't believe it's been 37 years since their first Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And Justin says Team Jax. So yeah, keep those comments coming for each match, guys. So I'm gonna go out on the limb here, and I'm gonna say Team Ripley. I mean, you can't go against Team Ripley. I mean, how can you go against Ripley?
I, well, you shouldn't, but I see some chicanery going on.
Yeah, probably. Um, so now, Jay, do you see anything weird happening in this match? Anybody showing up? Anybody gonna interfere?
Well, as far as showing up, no, I don't know who. I don't know who they could grab at this point. There's nobody out there. Um, it's just they're gonna hit people with shit, and somebody's gonna submit. Uh, yeah, uh,
Somebody's gonna get hit with something.
somebody's gonna.
So, Jay, going back to what Eric Cassidy said, do you remember the very first Survivor Series?
I do actually. Yeah,
All right. I mean, I wish I could say I do, but I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
yeah.
All
I do. I remember it.
right. What was you doing that day? Do you know?
Probably just got done eating a turkey. Because they used to do them on Thanksgiving nights. I don't know if you
Right. I do remember that.
and yeah, that was a treat. You just sit down and you stuff your face, stuff your belly, and then you watch the boys go at it. And that was one of my favorites. Actually, that was my second favorite pay per view of the year.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is little JJ got his belly full with deviled eggs and turkey, ham, whatever, and you sat down with your coloring book and you watched Survivor Series.
You pretty much laid it out. I don't know that I was into the. I wasn't smarting up to the deviled eggs at that point.
Well, I tell you what, I ate enough devil. I was so sick last night from the deviled eggs and fucking eggnog.
Well, hey,
I went to bed early. I went to bed at 8 o'clock.
what? And the entire community around you thanked you for that. I don't. I don't know that you should have put that much egg in your torso, but
Hey, it's better than candy and sweets.
well, can we? So I want to say that you overindulged because you were celebrating. Let's not ignore the giant elephant in the room. Let's not ignore the fact that 10 Bill Phil came back home.
He did. He went out for a rendezvous. Um, and just a side note, I mean, about Phil. I got him off of somebody, and I'm not too sure if he is fixed or not. So, um, I guess we'll see here in a few months if there's some little kids run or little yeah little kittens running around. I guess Phil did the job.
Well, we got names for him. We got AJ. We got Punk. We got
The Rizzler. How can we not name one the Rizzler?
the Rizzler. Yeah, we can name the Rizzler. The Scapegoat. We'll name them. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's it. Cal L says Hill team, I think, but I also wouldn't mind if Nia got pinned. I agree.
so do I. So do I. But I just don't. I don't think it's going to happen that way. But we shall see.
Justin says, "Did you guys hear rumors of Dakota Kai being released this week? I hope it's not true."
You know what? I saw a headline of that, Justin. I think that was BS. I don't think that was true.
Aaron says, "Justin, I heard that as well. I hope not." And Aaron says, "Phil's home. Yes, little Phil's." No, we don't want one Phil's. One Phil's enough. Let's be honest.
One Phil fills the entire place.
And I wanted to tell you something. Then we need to move on because I'm getting sidetracked here.
All right.
So the other night, a day before Phil ran out on me, I filled up his food dish. I got a bigger food dish. I had just a small one for him. I filled a big one, a big one up for him. I put 3 cups of food in there, thinking they'll survive or that'll keep him going for a few days.
A,
I come back today, and it was all gone. It was
a,
dry.
a few days. You thought that would keep him?
It's a big bull guy.
He's a big cat guy.
He he is a El Gato Grande. You're absolutely right.
Well, somebody, oh, somebody just earned themselves a new nickname.
Well, the only reason why I know that is because that's Tony's nickname, El
Uh,
Gato Grande. He was the big cat in college. That's how I know that one.
all right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, he he's back to doing Phil shit,
Live
which,
it.
which
Big,
is nothing.
big Phil doing Big Phil shit. All right, buddy. Let's move on. I know you want to get to your television and watch some.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we got a little bit of time.
Okay.
Um, so the IC Championship it is for the triple threat. It's a triple threat. It is the champion Braun Breaker going up against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser.
That would be Ludwig, my guy.
Oh, sorry, I wrote it down fast.
That's okay. That's all right.
Hey, at least I wrote it down.
That's right. That's right.
So, who do you got in this? Should I even ask?
You shouldn't. I'm never going against Braun Breaker.
Even though he lost before, he lost the belt previously.
I went with him then too. How many
Yeah.
times can you take it off of him and then put it back on him and then take it off of him and put it back on him before it doesn't mean shit?
Well, I would never put it on him in the first place.
Well, but you as a wise once said, your eye for talent is blind.
Ooh, that's not nice, guy.
I'm not the first one to say it, but I do agree with it.
But you're not a nice guy either. So,
Now that's not very true. And
all right. I
off
know,
camera, we'll talk off camera.
I know. Eric Cassidy says I asked co-pilot who has the most victories in Survivor Series history. Any guesses?
The most in Survivor Series history. Oh man, I want to go with Taker, but I'm going to say Rock. Okay, all right. Who was it?
We gotta wait and see. I do not know either, but
Oh, You shut me right down without even knowing.
Well, I was a little premature on the buttons.
Well, that is the history on you.
Oh gosh. So yeah, Eric, give us the answer. Justin says he's hoping Kaiser. Um, you know what? Oh, it said it was Kane.
Okay, I can believe that, but I would have never even thought of Kane.
Nope, it's gotta be Kane.
Please don't do that voice.
All right, sorry.
Wait,
You know what? As much as I hate to, I'm gonna go with Braun on this one. Because again, I can't see them taking the belt off him again.
right.
But who knows? All right. So the next one up is for the United States Championship. Champion LA Knight is going up against Nakamura. Are we seeing the darker side of Nakamura now? Have you noticed his face is painted differently? I
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, yeah. I like it also. Although they need. Would you stop? They need to do more of those promos with the subtitles because unfortunately, I don't know how that his English is not where he could cut a 30-second promo. I don't know.
You would think by now it would have got a little bit better, huh?
You would think, but I don't know the barriers, so I can't speak on that.
Well, okay, you're right.
And let's be honest, between the two of us, our English is not the greatest either, and we've lived here all our lives.
Did you hear the interview with Julia on Busted Open? You want to talk about broken English?
Yeah, think she's. I don't think she's from there.
Well, where's she from?
Eh, I, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. Either way, Nakamura, I think should have got a better shot at. I mean, he kind of main evented a WrestleMania against AJ, but was not given a fair shot. Then they kept him off TV, so now we're getting a darker side, and I like that. But they're not pushing LA Knight either.
Do you need to though? LA Knight's still kind of over. So I mean, do you really
But
need to push him?
is he,
I think so.
or is that crowd noise?
No, I think he's still over.
Okay, all right. No, that was a legit question. I'm not. I wasn't trying to be I wasn't trying to be a bully.
No, no, no. I know.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you bring Nakamura back and not. I mean, you could put Nakamura over and give him the belt, and then have a little 3 match series with those guys. I wouldn't be upset with that. Those are probably going to be good matches.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Um, yeah, I gotta say L.A. Knight. I'm gonna stick with L.A. Knight on this one.
Yeah, I probably, but I wouldn't mind if Nakamura beat him. I don't think that, and then you could make something out of that.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be mad either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and one thing that I didn't say before, it's a special start time at 6 p.m., which I like. So
Oh,
it won't be going till 11, 12 o'clock at night.
yeah, well, listen, guy, you're not watching AEW.
No, but I know. But they start at 8 o'clock, and they at least go to 11. WWE at least goes to 11.
Yeah,
So, and then this is a short card, but I'm guessing that the War Games are probably going to be about an hour.
I think that the both of those War Games matches both going to get close to 60 minutes. And the other one, I think you start with a War Games and you end with a War Games, and everything else. I don't want to call it filler because those matches should have meaning, but who knows what's going on in Uncle Paul's head.
Right. Um, but one, two, three, four. There's only 5 matches,
Right.
unless they add another one tonight on SmackDown. I'm not sure, but it should go pretty fast. Uh, Guys, don't forget also, please hit that like button wherever you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, that helps us out so much. Hi, Bubba. Thanks for tuning in. Bubba's also having a podcast tonight, I believe at 8 o'clock. He is doing his megacast. And he's also doing predictions and talking some pop culture. So make sure you check him out.
Anytime you watch a Bubba podcast, you're in for quite an entertaining time.
Absolutely. And he says, Happy Black Friday to you both.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.
Um, who do you believe will be a surprise entrance tomorrow night? Eric Cassidy asked that.
I don't know that there's is there a spot for that? Did I miss something?
Nah, I don't. Unless I missed something, I don't think there is.
I don't think there's a spot for it.
Oh, here you go, Jay. Bubba's asking you a question.
Okay. Do I want to, Bubba? I would love to promise you that I could come on. I was having some technical difficulty. I don't know that I can oblige, but if I can, I will certainly. I will certainly jump on. I appreciate the offer. Thank you.
You know what, Jay? I think that you should step up and for Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk and be on there.
Let me get my crap together, and I will because I damn near smashed this entire setup that I have here.
Yeah, you're a hothead. You're a hothead.
Well, and it's not mine, so that would so clear that couch off, Striker, because I may be coming back to it.
Hi, Mikey. Thanks for tuning in. Shannon. Shannon. I'm gonna butcher that last name, so I'm not gonna say it. But says aloha from Hawaii. Came by to show support and share the live. Thank you so much. We
Oh,
appreciate it.
wow. Very cool. Thank you very much.
You know what, Shannon? You and I got something in common. I also like Hawaiian pizza. So there you go.
Stop that.
Jay, Bubba says, send me your email and I will shoot you a link, JJ. More the merrier.
I will do that. And I'm going to try and get my stuff together here, and I would gladly join.
Eric Cassidy says, how do you think Paul Heyman will be used for the men's war game match? You know what? Let's get into that here in a second because I do got something.
Yeah. Hey, Cassie, don't push it, huh?
Yeah, so we're getting there. But yeah, we're getting there. Bubba says shoot. Okay. All right. So Jay, did you give a winner for the night Nakamura?
No, I didn't, because I could go either way. So I'm not even gonna. I'm probably gonna say no. I'm gonna go Nakamura.
All right. And I'm sticking with LA Knight. All right. So the World Heavyweight Championship, the champion, the Ring General, Gunther, is going up against Damian Priest. This should be a decent match, I think. Gunther's a badass. Priest is a badass in his own way. Um, However, I think Gunther retains. Um, Whether it's clean or not, I don't know at this point, but I think he retains, and we still got Gunther as a champion.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'm a brig. Yeah, a brig. Jesus Christ, I'm a big Priest guy. Um, but I and they were showing some holes in Gunther's armor in the past couple weeks, but I can't see Priest being the one that takes it off him.
No,
Uh,
nope.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther, and I think it'll be clean though.
Yeah, I'm not. This match here, I think can go either way. I does uh, Kaiser interfere in some way? Does he cost Gunther the belt? Because they've been having some.
Well, yeah, and that's the other way to go. Also, does Kaiser screw up to the point where, and then Gunther? I mean, God bless everybody who's ever taken a chop from that gentleman.
Oh, oh Lord.
I would crumble into a puddle. Um, yeah, I don't know, but if Kaiser were to cost him, he got a beating coming.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jay, go ahead and go ahead and do our socials real quick. I gotta go off camera here for a second. Just do some socials real quick.
All right, all right, all right, guys. While a king takes a break, we got Facebook, Pro Wrestling Stream Talk. Uh, we have an X page, but I don't know that we follow that too often. Instagram, just and YouTube. YouTube's real big, so please give us a like and share if you would like to. The more hits, the better. The more thumbs or the more likes, the better. Uh, we appreciate everything. We wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for you folks. So we definitely appreciate it, 100%. And bigger there may or may not be some additional podcasts that don't have to deal with pro wrestling. I mean, there's always going to be a sprinkle of pro wrestling in our podcast because that's what we love first and foremost. But there may be some other things that we delve into, and if you guys like it, then we'll keep doing it. If you don't, then we'll not do it. But we're looking to branch out a little bit, so I hope you guys support us. But keep hitting them like buttons, keep sharing. Feel like I pulling me off the stage. All right, guy, hit me.
Thanks, Joker. I appreciate taking over for me there for a second.
That's what I do. I know how to run my mouth a little bit, as you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joker from Friday, uh, with the beanie. No locked doors.
No more locked doors.
Oh gosh. So yeah, very good, Jay. Very good. So thanks for taking over there for a second. Let's get back to our comments real quick. Justin says Walter because I refuse to call him Gunther. Uh,
Yeah, you know what, Justin? I had a problem with that also, but it kind of grew on me.
Naomi says hello.
Hello.
Eric Cassidy says Judgment Day comes to the rescue, and the demon Finn Balor takes control since he has not been seen in a while. Well,
I
yeah,
hope.
Priest isn't part of the Judgment Day anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
They can do whatever the hell they want.
That's it, man. You're absolutely right.
This Christ guy, you shook the whole floor. That was a big Joss man just did a run in.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured that's who it was.
Flashed his badge and ran right the hell out of here.
Oh, that's great. All right. So, Jay, who's your pick?
Yeah, Gunther. I'd love to go with Priest. I just don't see how it could happen.
Okay. I'm also gonna stick with Gunther. I don't see Priest being the one to take the belt from him, so not gonna happen.
So
All right. So next up is the final match, at least for now. Like I said, they may add another match, maybe two matches tonight on SmackDown, but it's the men's War Games match. Roman Reigns, the best in the world, CM Punk, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn going up against the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed.
wow.
Woo! Man!
If I didn't have to hold my phone,
Woo!
I'd be clapping my hands right now.
Man!
Yeah.
All in one breath.
Yeah, you got through it, guy.
Man.
Should I call 911 or should we wait until
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. Easy, Justin. You're a little premature. Justin says Team Solo. Oh yeah, Aaron. That's why you're my man, Aaron. That's right. Aaron says Team Punk without a doubt.
Well, okay, first off, Aaron, thank you for your following us, not Team Punk.
Aaron can say whatever he wants.
I I said thank you, and you're absolutely right. He can say whatever he wants, but it's not Team Punk.
I'm gassed, Justin. I'm gassed. And we lost Jay.
Bye.
Oh, there he is. What happened, guy?
I got to bow out for a minute.
All right. All right. So, anyway, guys, what's your thoughts on the men's War Games match? Give me your picks on who you think is gonna win this Survivor Series War Games match. And when Jay comes back, I'll give my thoughts and he'll give his thoughts. Now, Justin, you mentioned earlier about Paul Heyman. What's he gonna do? So now just hear me out. Just hear me out on this. If there is going to be anybody showing up tomorrow night, it is going to be for this match. Or during this match, I mean. Now I don't think they're going to interfere in this match, but we may see another member of another Paul Heyman guy. I've been hearing a few things. But I also read that this person is trying to be written off of all of WWE. So I don't know if that's true or not. But like I said, I do think maybe uh, Brock may show up at during this match to make a presence. So that is my take on that, Justin. If you have a thought, go ahead and say it. Jay, welcome back.
Sorry, buddy. I had to step aside for a minute. I apologize.
Oh, you're good.
Um, I mean, I hate to. You go back and watch all the other war games. The baby faces come out on top, and that was the blow off of the feud. One of the best war games ever, and I don't give a shit what anybody says because the Horsemen versus the Road Warriors and Dusty and all those were great in the late '90s or the late '80s. I'm sorry, the early '90s. One of the best war games ever was a Dangerous Alliance against Sting's Squadron, and
How do you remember this shit?
I, because it made an impact on me.
Well, so did that 2 dozen wings that you ate, but you don't talk about that
Okay,
from the 80s.
compare the sheer amount of wings that you and I have eaten, and we'll add.
Oh, oh man, we messed up a lot of wings.
Oh God, there's a lot of dead birds, and I apologize for that. But the way it should be is that the baby faces should go. The baby faces should go over. But then where do you go from there then? Because I think that they've ruined the war games concept, and I didn't think that Triple H he has a respect for the history of the business, and I didn't think that he would have done that. But yeah, they've ruined the war games.
Is is he? Did he ruin the war games though? Really? Like,
He
listen. I understand where you're coming from,
okay.
but you have to realize this is a new age of wrestling, Jay.
I understand that, and I can't. Um, I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around it. He took the goddamn top off the cage. That was the meaning of it.
But then that would just be a hell in a cell.
No, it wouldn't. Not with two rings.
I mean, if you think about it, technically it would still be a hell in a cell, though.
The only reason they did Hell in a Cell is uh, that Mister Shithouse himself wouldn't allow to have two rings and a full cage over top because it wasn't his creation. So Triple H did try to modify it, and I can respect that fact. But if you're going to do a War Games, do it properly, is my opinion.
Okay. Jay, Aaron's asked, is Roman Reigns a baby face? Um, we may have conflicting answers here. I still think there's a little bit of Hill in him, but he's also a little bit of babyface. He can still go both ways, in my opinion. I'm not sure at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see. I hate. I hate to use the term, but tweener. But
Not a tweaker, a tweener.
not a tweaker. That's not. He's just. He's Roman Reigns. He's a badass.
Right. Now,
It
Jay,
doesn't. He will wrestle his match dependent upon who his opponent is. If his opponent's a heel, he's going to wrestle as a babyface. If his opponent's a babyface, he's going to wrestle as a heel.
Jay, can you answer Eric Cassie's question um, real quick? Do you think that The Rock's going to show up?
I don't.
Mm, I don't think so either, but you just don't know.
No, no,
At this point, you really don't know.
no. You don't know. And if he shows up, good. But build to something. What the hell was his show? The last time he showed up, what did that do? Not a goddamn thing.
Just got to pop. That's it.
Okay, so it made those people happy.
Right.
and it made you happy. You covered yourself up before I left the house.
I'm a Rock fan. I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not my favorite, but
there was a rock in the house, but yeah.
yeah. Stop it. So, so who you taking in it? Well, before you answer that, let me ask you this: do you like them doing the war games, or do you want to see them go back to strictly being like their original Survivor Series, where you got teams?
Oh,
Because now, correct me if I'm wrong. Back then, it was all the matches were Survivor Series matches, type matches, correct? Or am I wrong?
they tried to get away from it. Still kind of did it. There were one or two sprinkled in.
Like single matches or tag team matches?
Well, the first single match that I remember, and if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. The first single match that I remember was when Taker beat Hogan for the world title.
Okay.
Other than that, it was always 5-on-5. I remember watching those matches where they had those camera angles where the camera was like looking down in because
Yes.
they had so many tag teams on the apron, the camera guys couldn't film it.
Right.
And I loved those matches. I thought that you had the brain busters and then you on the other side you had the bulldogs and the Rougeos and I'm sorry when I hate people that are stuck in the past, but when it comes to pro wrestling, I'm stuck in the past.
Yeah. And you know, wrestling. We always say wrestling's not like it used to be, but I mean, when we say that, I mean we really got to think about we're like I said earlier, we're in the new age of wrestling. It's not the 80s anymore. It's not the early 90s.
Well, no,
So
and there have been gains for it. I mean, just it's I I don't know how. I mean, I do know how big of a fan you were of ECW, but I'm going to tell you what. I would die for the days of ECW right now
right.
because everybody's trying to replicate it, everybody's trying to duplicate it, and they're killing themselves. Those guys did that shit and still made the next time.
Yep, absolutely. Um so guys, real quick, give us your prediction on who's going to win the men's war games match before we get off of here. Um
Hey, Larry, real quick, did they announce? Is there a KO versus Cody match?
I honestly don't know. Before we came on, I looked up and I wrote down got all the matches. But that and it said updated 4 hours ago, but I didn't see anything. Um,
Oh, that no. You know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. It hit me over the head. They're doing Saturday night's main event.
yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry. I apologize.
yeah,
Which,
yeah,
from what I read, is going to be all nostalgic.
yes, and I love that. I love that.
I'm gonna.
Love
I'm actually gonna have to ask my mom if I can stay up late and watch it.
it. Yeah, you better ask Jen.
I yeah. Maybe you and I could do a sleepover. I'll come to your place and we could. I'll have a sleepover.
No, because you know what happened last time you slept over.
Yeah, there was a blizzard. For the love of God.
No, 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 I'm talking recently. I'm talking recently. My old cat,
No,
my old cat Pumpkin had a fun time with you, and I'm not going to get into it.
that did not happen.
It did happen.
He did not use my dealie like a speed bag. That did not happen.
I thought you sat in gum. Anyway, but it is what it is. But um, Mikey Toast says Rock showing up plants a seed. Um,
Plants a seed. Okay, I mean that's fair, but plants a seed for what?
Well, I mean, he's still part of the bloodline. He's the final boss.
Okay, so then do something with it.
Well, I think they're going. Jay, storytelling is what WWE does best.
I understand.
It's not AEW. Just let. We're only in the third inning here, guy, with the bloodline.
Oh,
Remember,
gee,
Paul Heyman said we're only in the third inning.
I I understand.
All right, just let it play out. Just let it go.
You know why? But I'm sick of The Rock. That's it.
That's fine, and that's your choice. But I like it. God, I mean, I'm getting excited. You're getting me excited now.
He comes out.
Um,
He comes out with a belt that he had made for himself and hands it to Muhammad Ali's wife and says, "Present this to me." And she comes, and now he's the people's champion.
I see where you're coming from.
I could do the same goddamn thing for you. What if I buy you a $100,000 crown, and all of a sudden you're the king? Because we both know you ain't the king.
I'm the king, baby.
No, you're not the king. You're the king of nothing.
I'm the king. And I got so much stroke. I can kick you out of this podcast.
I don't.
But I don't want to do that.
I don't care.
Only kings can do that. Just remember that.
There is a hierarchy though, and there's somebody above a king.
Yeah, but not this one.
No, I know.
Um, somebody's. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Uh, what happened to the OG bloodline? Uh, yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. I'm sorry.
What
I don't
happened?
want to butcher
What happened to the OG bloodline? Thanks for joining on.
it.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name either, but the OG bloodline is striving pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the best comment of the night. Aaron says Larry is the king. Easy, Jay. Absolutely. See, Aaron knows. Aaron knows.
Yeah, you know what? If Aaron had spent his entire life with you, he wouldn't have made.
Yeah, you've been with me since day one ish.
We down since day one ish.
Oh God, that's so funny. Um, and speaking of, let's see here. Speaking of, now I can't find it. Hang on. Jeez, oh man. So I'm sorry. So yeah, I think my pick is going to be Punk, Roman. That's who I'm taking on that one. So that's who I'm taking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. I just. It's all just an interest to see how they're gonna do it.
Right.
Because
So
if behind it, there are layers upon layers upon layers to that story.
right. Uh, we're down to about 3 minutes, guys. We're going to be getting off here. If you have any last uh, questions or comments, please go ahead and leave them. Thank you for watching tonight. We appreciate it. So I was speaking about Aaron and his daughter, Slammin' Sammy, is a professional wrestler, and she is going to be on Pro Wrestling Talk next Friday with a sit-down interview with me, the King Striker, starting at 6:30 p.m. So Slammin' Sammy is on her way to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Very
Yeah,
excited for that.
I'm very upset that I can't join that. Unfortunately, schedules didn't mesh. Uh, Sammy, thank you for coming on the podcast. I'm sure it's going to be a great interview with you and Stryker. And
You know, I got the good questions for. I got the good ones.
Sammy, God bless and good luck. And, uh, I can't wait to see what you do with your career. So,
Yeah, absolutely. She's a great person inside and out. So,
yep.
Eric says Paul Heyman guy Bobby Lashley comes back to WWE for the however many times now was Paul not happening.
No, Bobby Lashley is killing it in AEW with
Yes.
MVP Shelton Benjamin. That's the best thing going on in AEW right now, in my opinion. That could be a whole nother podcast. We're not doing that.
No, absolutely not. Uh, Aaron says it's slamming time. Thanks for the opportunity. Absolutely. And Aaron, from the very beginning, when me and Jay started Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, we always said, when we are we going to get any people to interview? Um, and we ended up getting we got some good ones, we got some bad ones, but
Woo.
we definitely in the beginning, Jay, excuse me, we wasn't sure if we were going to get any, but we did. And I like to think that we got some more of the good side than we did the bad side, but we did have some bad ones. Um, but when I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. But Aaron, like I said, when me and Jay talked about this, our whole thing was we want to give pro wrestlers like Sammy, that's just starting out, somewhere to come on and talk, and that was our whole goal. And we did get some of those, but we also got some really good other uh, interviews. Big time Bill Collier, Spencer Slade. We we've came a long way from Jay sitting at your kitchen table doing the podcast
Yeah.
to drinking holy water with Bubba. You remember that?
I'll never forget it.
Um, and then now, present day, we're at APWF going live. We're doing all kinds of stuff, and it's been great.
And
Um,
and there's been a lot of help along the way, and we don't have enough time to thank everybody. But had it not been for this podcast, we wouldn't have this opportunity.
you're absolutely right. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that so much. Let's see. There was another one. Oh, there's Sammy. Slamming Sammy says, "Thank you guys. I can't wait." So
That
yeah,
that
I absolutely love doing this. Um, Jay, I might love it a little bit less doing it with you, but I still love it.
well, I now you're going into gimmick, and that's
I
okay.
know, I know.
I love it, and I wish I could do it a hell of a lot more. I wish I could do it a couple nights a week, but it's unfortunately, shit comes up. So
Yeah, absolutely. And Reese, um, he's not here again tonight. He's not on assignment like he was the last few times, but he actually took his daughter to Light Up Night in his hometown of Wimber, Pennsylvania. So he wasn't able to come on. But hey, things come up. Whatever, it is what it is. It's not like I'm paying you guys to do this, and you guys don't show up. So,
exactly. Yep. We
but
do it because we love it.
yeah, and don't forget, guys. Just real quick, we got the Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk Podcast Awards coming up in December. Which Jay, you need to figure out some of the, what I'm talking about, and get those in so that I can post those.
I don't think I received that. So
You did,
okay, all right.
but
I,
I'll resend it to you.
I can't argue with you because you're probably right. But if you could resend them to me, this is all stuff we can do off air.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna jump off of here because my IT department just came home, so I'm gonna see what I can do. Maybe I'm gonna jump on Bub's podcast.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. I am the King Striker. That is Main Event Jay. We will see you next time. Have a great night.
Yeet.